Hello everybody, welcome back to the workshop. Today I'll be making this halberd and battle axe for future HEMA. Enjoy. So I got this 6-foot 2-inch pole from the hardware store and a broken golf club shaft. I also had some ceiling wire, or you could use a clothes hanger wire, but that's going to make the shape of the blade. Then I just chopped off the golf club shaft, hollowed out a hole for it to fit into the wooden pole, and then drilled some holes for the wire to go through because I'm going to shape that, like I said. Now I'm going to put some Gorilla Glue into the top hole. I let that cure overnight and try not to overestimate the amount of Gorilla Glue you need because this stuff foams up and expands. And then I bent the halberd shape with the wire. This part does not have to be perfect. The cardboard shell will go over it afterwards. If you take a look right here, I did what I do with all of my cardboard weapons. I put a bunch of popsicle sticks and then like flood it with hot glue. And then before I put the next piece of cardboard on, whatever piece I choose, I'm gonna flood it with Gorilla Glue, like this, and then clamp it closed and then leave it overnight so it cures and solidifies. That is the secret to making these super strong weapons that I use. I also gotta put cardboard behind that steel wire and then cut out the shape, fill it with hot glue and popsicle sticks as well. So I covered it with the other side of the cardboard, clamped it closed, let it sit overnight. And now this is what it looks like. I did the same thing to this side. I glued down and then cut out the shape, and now I Gorilla Glued and hot glued the next piece of cardboard on the other side, just waiting for that to dry before I cut out the rest of the shape. Now I'm going around all the edges and just sealing it with black hot glue. You can use regular hot glue if you're making one of these too. We don't want the cardboard to rip or fray or the Gorilla Glue to seep out. Now, that hot glue method helps hold the shape of the blade better, and I think it looks pretty nice so far. Now I'm going to take some Mod Podge. You can use gloss or matte, but now we're going to cover the cardboard in Mod Podge. That helps the cardboard do the same thing the hot glue edge helped it do. That will help preserve its shape and surface better, and the paint job will be smoother on top of that as well. So I'm leaving that in the corner to just dry before I work on the spike on the top. But for now, at this point, I realized why not also make a battle axe while I'm at it. So I'm cooking up one of these. Same exact process, just a different shape with the wire. And here's how that turned out. Pretty good. I sealed the edges with hot glue. Now we're just letting the Gorilla Glue cure up inside. For the thrusting tip, I just traced on the shape, just like that. I forgot to mention, I made rivets out of googly eyes as a little extra detail. I was just taking a look at all my weapons while I painted the shafts of these two, but now I just gotta remove the tape right here. And it'll sort of look like a socket was put on, but here is what the blade looks like. There's a shot of them all the way on the other side of my room where you can actually see them. Now I'm going to apply some black hockey tape. This part is both cosmetic and functional because it prevents splinters sometimes, and it makes it feel a lot nicer to hold. Now I can't really swing this around in my room, so I'm actually going to go outside to show you what it looks like, and because I need an excuse to play with it and wear my gambeson and new Dutch helmet. So here I am outside, and this is what they look like. I think this makes for a very cool thumbnail and shot for this video. So far, it's actually pretty good. It's fun to handle, and it's not that heavy, which is what I intended. These weapons shouldn't be that heavy. And outside actually allowed me to practice the moves I wanted to use in future HEMA battles. So I actually think this was a pretty good idea. The halberd itself turned out very well, and so did the battle axe. There, the weight distribution is pretty good, as I'm holding it at the very end, just to prove it's not very heavy. But this is what it looks like. There's the battle axe, and of course, same thing. It worked out very well. I don't expect this one to last very long because it isn't as stiff, but it had the same method. You're just bending wire and filling with hot and Gorilla Glue, and then you use a broken shaft. I ended up using a broken hockey stick for the battle axe, if you didn't already know. But that's just a good way to recycle broken sticks, or you could just use a wooden dowel. It doesn't matter. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like these builds that I do, like and subscribe for more videos.